Welcome everyone. This class is going to be a get up and go kind of class. We're going to be moving fairly quickly and minimal instruction, minimal cues. So I would say this is a class more for intermediate level. You're welcome to try it if you're not as experienced, and just have fun with it, have a good playful attitude. But let's start by closing our eyes and centering ourselves. And begin to move around here. So you can move your ribs from side to side. You could circle around your hips. You could do little cat-cow movements, staying connected to your breath. And we want to carry this connection throughout our whole practice. And open your eyes, come onto your hands and knees in tabletop. And begin to do some spinal waves. So lifting the tailbone up, arch your spine, lift your chin, and push into the floor, round your spine, tuck your chin in. Inhale forward, open up. Exhale, round. Again, inhale, come forward. Exhale, round. Walk your knees back a little bit. Sit back on your heels for an extended child's pose. Inhale, round your spine, come forward through cat and all the way forward into your cobra or upward facing dog. Open up. Squeeze your glutes, press your toes into the ground. And curl your chin under, puff up into your back. Lift your hips, slide back to child's pose. And just repeat that a few more times. Going at your own pace, moving with your breath. So it becomes like an organic, flowing, water-like movement. Next time when you're in child's pose, lift your hips to tuck your toes and lift up into downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. Come all the way forward to your up dog. You can keep your toes tucked or point your toes. Then round your spine, lift up through your back, and stretch back into your down dog. Do that a few more times. Rippling forward to up dog. And lifting back to down dog. And stay in your down dog. Give yourself a nice long stretch. Maybe swing your hips a little bit from side to side. Bring your feet together, bend your knees, and pivot your knees to the left. Push down through your left heel as much as you can, your right heel, sorry, as much as you can. Lift your left arm up for Vasisthasana. And bring your hands down, pivot your knees to the other direction. Lift your hips up. Open up. And back to your down dog. Let's step or hop forward to your hands. Press into the earth. Inhale, rise all the way up. Interlace your fingers. Reach your palms up toward the sky. Reach your tailbone down to the earth. Draw your low ribs in and breathe fully. Release your arms, flexing your wrists. Lower your arms down. Open up the shoulders. Float your arms up. Gazing up. And exhale, release down. One more time. Inhale, float up. Exhale, release. Bend your knees softly and begin to swing your arms forward and back. Just letting momentum do the work. And just seeing how high, how far your arms want to move. And then move your arms in opposite directions. Trying not to swing your hips too much. Getting some good movement going. And then swing your arms from side to side, crossing the opposite arm in front. Nice, come back to center. Sink your hips down, coming into Utkatasana chair pose. And as you lift up, pull your left knee up. Externally rotate the hip, place your foot for tree pose. And reach back into warrior three. Reach back through your toes, coming into warrior two, reverse your warrior. And straighten your front leg, come forward, triangle. Look down and step your right hand forward, finding half moon, open up. Really activate that top leg, open up across the shoulders. And lower the left hand down, bend your left knee, bring your knee to the outside of your right heel. Sit between your heels and twist to your right. Inhale back through center and twist to the left. Shift your weight into your left hip, pivot on your foot, and reach your left leg back up into half moon. Lower your left hand down, square your hips, standing splits. You could play with walking your hands back towards your foot. And then lower your left foot down, Utkatasana chair pose. This time sink your weight into your left foot, pull the right knee up as you straighten your left leg, finding your tree pose. And reach your arms back, reach your leg back, warrior three. Step back through your toes, warrior two, open up. Reverse your warrior. And straighten your front leg, find your triangle, open up here. Look down and step your right hand forward, coming up into half moon. Lower your right hand down, bend your right knee, bring it behind your left heel and sit down in between your heels and twist to your left. Open up and twist to the right. And lean forward into your left foot, come back up into your half moon. And lower your top hand down, standing splits. Lower your right foot down, Utkatasana chair pose. Pick your left knee up and cross your left ankle above the right knee as you sink down. And see if you can straighten your leg a little bit, reach up and bend your knee, cactus, your elbows sink down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, swing your leg out to the side and back, coming into triangle. Open up. And reach the left hand forward, step into your right foot, revolved half moon. Once again, bring the top hand down, bring the left knee down and sit in between your heels and twist to your right. Inhale back to center, step back up into your revolved half moon. Lower your top hand down, lower your top foot down. Sink your hips, Utkatasana chair pose. Step your weight into your left foot, cross your right ankle above your left knee. And then straighten your leg and sink back down and lift and lower. Next time you're lowered down, swing your leg back behind you, coming into triangle pose. And lower the top hand down, shift into your left foot, revolved half moon. Keep both legs super active. Bend your back knee, lower your knee down, sit in between your heels and twist to your left. Come back through center, step back into your revolved half moon. Lower your left hand down, lower your right foot down. Heel toe your feet out a little bit and come into a squat. Bring your elbows to the inner knees and press your elbows out as you hug your knees in. And shift forward, coming up onto your toes, lifting the heels up, and lower back down again. And lift back up, and lower down. One more time, lift up. This time when you lower your heels down, lift your hips up. And let your head dangle. You can hold your elbows with your hands, feeling a nice stretch through your whole back. And bend your knees, lower your heels towards your hips. Hug your knees in and reach your arms and legs up for Navasana boat pose. Then rock back and forth, holding the back of your legs. And we're going to rock up into a squat. Bring your fingers down, lift your hips up. And come back into your squat. We're just going to lift and lower. A few more times. Good, now lift your right leg up. And then when you lower your leg down, come into, lower your hips to your heels, lift the heels up. Lower the heels down, reach the left leg up. Lower your left leg down, lift the heels up, lower the hips down. And lift your leg up again. This time we're going to start to step back. So bring the right foot forward, but a little bit behind your left foot. Lower the hips, lift up. So keep your hands where they are. Reach the left leg up. Lower your foot down, come back into that. Lowering the hips and lift up the right leg. Bring it down. Lift the left leg back. Step back as you lower down. So your hips are getting further and further away from your hands. We're going to end up in downward facing dog. One more. Let's try it. See if we can go one more. Stepping back a little bit further. The last leg, lift the left leg up. Match the right and see if you end up in your downward facing dog, a nice long down dog. Now bend your knees, pivot your knees to the left, straighten your legs, pull the left knee up. My mat is getting a little slippery. Lift your hips, lift your knee, and step your foot behind you for Wild Thing. Come back to your down dog. With your feet together, pivot your knees to the right. Press into your left foot. Press into your left arm. Reach your right arm up. And then see if you can pick your right knee up. Pulling your knee up, pulling your hips up. And step behind you for Wild Thing. Come back into your down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, hug your knee into your chest. Shift your weight all the way forward into pigeon. Just shift your hips from side to side. So you can stay here in pigeon. You could lower down toward the floor, or you could bend your back knee, reach back for your back foot, and maybe hook your foot on the inner elbow. Kick your foot back into your arm, and then maybe reach the right arm up and back. These are all options here. And release, and step back into down dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, bring your leg all the way forward for pigeon. Adjust your legs. Maybe swing a little bit from side to side. Again, you can lower your chest down and stay here. Or you could stay up, bend your back knee, reach your right arm back, hook your foot on the inside of your elbow. You could stay here. Or you could really squeeze those inner thighs, reach the left arm up and back, maybe finding a bind. And release, step back into your down dog. Walk your feet forward and come on into a squat again. Lower your hips, reach back up into Navasana boat pose. Maybe grab your feet this time and think of pulling your chest up towards your legs as you pull your legs towards your chest. And bend your knees, place your feet down, lift your hips and slide them back and bow over your legs. Give your feet a little massage. And round your spine and slowly lower onto your back, squeezing your legs in towards each other, keeping your chin nice and tucked. Trying to lower down as slowly as you can. And when your shoulders are all the way down on the ground, hug your knees into your chest and do some little circles here. Bring your feet down and shift your hips to the right. Straighten your left leg on the mat, straighten your right leg up in the air, and grab the outside of your right foot with your hand or your ankle or your calf. And then we're going to twist over. The lower body is twisting to the left, and the upper body is twisting to the right. You can turn your head to the right. You could stay here, or you could bend your left knee and grab your left foot with your right hand and roll your shoulders open. And slowly, from wherever you are, slowly roll back onto your back, bending your knees, stacking your knees on top of each other so the right knee is closer to your chest. Hold onto the outer edges of your feet if you can, or your ankles, your calves, and press your feet up into your hands so you pull down gently with your hands. And uncross your legs, slide the right foot underneath the left. So you're in like a happy baby with your arms crossed. And then you can straighten your legs, release your hands, hold your feet, maybe guide your feet toward the floor. Circle your ankles. Lower your feet down, shift your hips to the left. Straighten the right leg on the ground, straighten the left leg up in the air. Grab a hold of your left leg or foot with your right hand and twist over to your right. Stay here or bend your right knee, squeezing your heel towards your hip. Reach for your foot and twist your upper body to the left. And we'll just stay here for a few breaths. So from wherever you are, come onto your back with your knees bent. And this time your left knee is closer to your chest. Grab the outside edges of your feet or your ankles and press up with your legs. Pull down with your hands. And reach your legs up and uncross your legs, bringing your left foot underneath your left arm. Coming into happy baby with your arms crossed. From here you can straighten your legs with your wrists crossed and release your hands. Hold the outside edges of your feet with your hands, and you could play with bringing your feet over your head if you have that in your practice and if it feels safe for you. Release your feet, float your legs and your arms up, dead bug pose, relaxing your shoulders toward the ground. Begin to move your wrists, your fingers, your ankles in all different directions. And bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest. Straighten your legs into Savasana and let everything relax and let go. Feel your breath moving in and out through your nose. And slowly begin to turn your head from side to side. Hug your knees into your chest again. And you can either roll to your side to come up, or you could rock up to seated, or you could stay in Savasana. Thank you for joining me in this practice today and sharing your energy and your focus and your practice with me. I hope you enjoyed it and that you feel like energized, ready to go, but at the same time kind of calm and relaxed. So please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Share this with your friends. Subscribe if you're not already, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.